Hi, today I'm going to be explaining and demonstrating the pitch shot. Now, a pitch shot is an extension of the chip shot. It's normally played from around 30 to 40 yards up until around 120 yards. The ball flight that we're looking for in a pitch shot is higher than chip. The trajectory is a bit higher. There's not a lot of curvature when it comes to a pitch shot. We're looking for quite a neutral ball flight, and it also flies a bit further than our chip shot. We normally play the pitch shot with the more lofted clubs, our log wedges, sand wedge, gap wedge, pitching wedge, as it is from that range of around 30 to 40 to 120 yards. First, we're looking at the aim of the club face, especially. The way we aim up to the shot is important, as it can affect our club face angle. So we're looking for our club face angle to be at a 90-degree angle to our ball to target line. So mine is that white flag there. I'll be looking for that club face to be at a 90-degree angle to it. The way we aim the club head as well is important for our centeredness of strike. So ideally we want the ball to be in the middle of the club face to help us with our centeredness of strike. We don't want it near the toe or near the heel. Also, the aim is going to affect our dynamic loft. So where we start our aim, or aim our club face address, is going to affect how the club is going to come into the ball. So whether it's too shut or too open, it will affect the dynamic loft. Next, we're going to be talking about the grip or the hold. We're looking to get our lead hand on first. So for me, as a right-hander, that'll be my left hand. I want the V on my between my thumb and the rest of my hand to be pointing at my right shoulder. Then my trail hand to go on covering my lead hand thumb. There's a variety of grips that can be used. There's the baseball grip, the interlocking grip, or the overlapping grip. That's down to the player's preference. Now, the hold does affect our club face angle again. So if our grip is too strong, it's going to be closing that club face down, and the same as if it's too weak, it will be opening the club face. Therefore, that 90-degree angle will be lost to the target line. Also, where we put our hands on the grip can affect our club head speed. So if our hands are at the top of the grip, we're going to see a bit more club head speed. It's going to increase our club head speed. Whereas if we have our hands a bit lower on the grip, it's going to decrease our club head speed. Also, our grip's going to affect our dynamic loft as well. Like I said, if the grip is too strong, it's going to decrease our dynamic loft, the same way as that if our grip's too weak, it's going to increase our dynamic loft. Next, I'm going to look at our body alignment. So we've looked at the club face alignment, now it's my body alignment. So I want my body alignment to be parallel to my ball to target line. I don't want to aim too far this way or this way, because this is going to affect our swing path direction. So the way that the body aims can affect the way that our club is coming into the ball, whether it's coming into out or out to in. Ideally we're looking to be in to in for our pitch shot, because it's going to make our ball flight a lot more neutral. Next is our ball position. So ideally we want to see our ball position nicely in the middle of our stance. We don't want to see the ball too far forward or too far back. The ball position is going to affect a couple of things. It's going to affect our angle of approach. So if our ball position's too far back, we could come in a little steep. If our ball position's too far forward, we're going to see the club a bit too shallow. This as well can affect our centeredness of strike. So obviously if we're got the ball position wrong, we could catch it a little bit fat if we're coming in steep. Therefore you're not going to have that centeredness of strike. Same way as if it's too far forward, we might catch it a bit thin. Again, we're not going to get that golf ball out of the middle of the golf club. As moving on from that, it's going to affect our dynamic loft as well. So Again, if we're coming in too steep, our dynamic loft's going to be very low. If we're coming in quite shallow, it's going to obviously mean that our dynamic loft is quite high or increased. Next is our posture and our stance. So again, like body alignment, I want to be parallel to that ball's target line, but I don't want to be too far away from it. I don't want to be too close to it, because this is going to affect our centeredness of strike. So obviously, the further away I move from the ball, the more the ball is going away from that centre of the golf club. It's also going to affect our angle of approach. This is because if we're too far away from the ball, our angle of approach can sometimes come from a different, like a swing path is going to be different. Also, it will affect our club head speed as well, but what we're looking at with posture as well is where our weight is. If it's too far forward, if it's too far back, that also affects our posture and our centeredness of strike and our angle of approach. We're also looking at our swing shape as well. So now with the pitch shot, it's not as long as a full swing. We're not looking to see someone swinging it all the way back here. The same way that, going back to posture and stance, that we don't want our stance too wide, but we also don't want it as narrow as a chip shot. We want it sort of shoulder width apart. That's going to help with our centeredness of strike and our angle of approach. So yeah, back to the swing shape. We would like to see, firstly, that nice L shape when hitting a pitch shot on both sides of the swing. So we're going to swing back, create that L shape, so at 9 o'clock on our clock face, and then through. And we're going to try and get that swing shape there, so that it's that nice L when we follow through. I'm going to demonstrate one for you now, so I'm going to talk you through it. So I'm trying to get my club face aiming so that it's 90 degrees to that target line. I'm going to take a nice shoulder width stance to the ball. I want a nice posture. I don't want to be slouched over. I don't want to be too upright, so I'm looking to get my hands and chest in line with each other. And then from there, I'm going to try and swing it so that I'm going up and down the line, so I'm a bit in to in. Sometimes we want that so that it doesn't create too much curvature. So here we go, and then we want that L shape to L shape swing. Let me demonstrate one for you now. As you can see, I've got that L shape there, and I've got the L shape going back. Thank you.